Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review, and this time we're looking at a Japanese water stone, sharpening stone. This is the Suehiro Cerax stone, the 6000 grit, and this stone is 205 millimeters by 73 millimeters by 23 millimeters thick, so almost an inch thick. I didn't really put the box out there because it comes in this really plain vanilla box. It does tell you what it is, nothing fancy. These do come with what's known as a Nagura. This is a lower grit stone of unknown grit, and some people like to use these to dress or clean the surface. I don't, because the grit level is completely different from the actual stone. I don't want to contaminate the surface, but that's my particular approach on it. So I generally don't use those, but you could if you wanted to. The stone itself, they do come marked out of the box, but very little use, and that marking will completely disappear, which this has. So you'll want to probably get a Sharpie or something and mark the sides, the bottom of the stone so you know what you have. Otherwise, you'll have a unknown stone that looks pretty. It's kind of a nice peach color, but you don't know what it is. So anyway, mark those stones if these particular ones need marking. So I don't use a lot of real high grit stones, so I'm comparing this to a couple of other 6K stones I've played with, but I also have the Suehiro Cerax 1K, and I tried out the 320, which Mark sent, and of course he sent the 6K, so the whole 3-stone lineup that he carries on Chef Knives to Go. I found this stone to cut quickly and have a very pleasurable, smooth feel to it. It's, I would say, kind of medium hard. It's not as hard as, let's say, a Sharpening glass, but it's definitely not as soft as some stones. So it's much harder than, let's say, I thought it felt much harder than, let's say, a Suehiro Rika 3K, or excuse me, 5K, which is a fairly soft stone. So again, I'm not an expert sharpener, but in using this, I thought it created an edge with nice polish and some tooth to it. It cut quite quickly, I thought, for a higher grit stone, and had nice feedback. And these do take a kind of a quick soak. They're not true splash and go, but they're not long-term soakers either with the binder material. So a quick, 4 or 5 minutes or so under running water, for me, just a small stream of running water worked great. You could also put them in a tub and do a quick soak on them. Once they get saturated, they feel really nice. They don't load up quickly as long as you keep the top saturated. And just a nice stone. So pleasurable to use, quick cutting, and left a really nice edge on some of the, I tried it out on some stainless steels and some reactive carbon steels, and it seemed to work great on all of them. So another nice 6K stone available. So if you've got the Cerax lineup in the lower grit stones, this would make a nice complement to the 1K, possibly with maybe a Rika 3K in between if you want to do a smaller jump. So this might fit nicely in that pattern. So here we have the Suehiro Cerax 6000 grit water stone.